Hi viewers, in today's video I'm going to feature another watch from Certina, one of my most favourite brands. I've had well over 10 different watches from Certina. This is really one of the best affordable Swiss watches you can get, and this one is really quite interesting. It's called the DS-2 Turning Bezel, and it's a vintage inspired dive watch, inspired by the DS-2 dive watches from the 1960s, and it really is a lovely watch. So let's go over the specs first of all. Okay, so this is a tonneau shaped case, so it has quite a compact length. The width diameter, if you can call it a diameter because it's not quite round, is 41 millimeters, and the length is 42 millimeters. The thickness, it's a very slim watch, it's just 11.7 millimeters thick, and the lug width is 20 millimeters. So a very slim, compact design, gorgeous, and it has a sapphire anti-reflective glass, aluminium bezel insert. You've got super luminova on the markers and hands, and also a lume pip at the 12 o'clock position there. And the name of this watch, Turning Bezel, quite an obvious name, but I think it was originally called that just to sort of differentiate it from their other DS-2 models that didn't have a rotating bezel. So yeah, a bit of an odd name, Turning Bezel, but let's turn it. It is 120 clicks, and perfect, no back play at all, which you would not expect from a high-end Certina model. Lines up perfectly. When I say high-end, because it is one of the more expensive watches in their lineup. This retails around about $1,200, but it is really, really well made. The fit and finish is superb. The polishing on the watch is really well done. The sides there, really lovely example of brush polishing, and then the tops of the lugs there are all polished. Got a really attractive coin edge to the bezel, signed crown, and the bracelet. I'm very impressed with the bracelet. It feels really, really good. It's got this H-link style, polished on the outer links there. The central links are all brushed, but it really good, no rattle at all. It's silky movement, articulates perfectly, just drapes onto the watch there. The links are held with push pins, not screw pins, but then it is a very slim bracelet, so that's probably why they're only push pins, but still it's very good, and really positive click when you close that, and it's signed there as well. And you've got an exhibition case back, and there you can see the movement. That's the Powermatic 80 hour power reserve, side rotor, very nice. And you can see the bracelet has the quick release mechanism on it, so very easy to change onto a different strap, which is great. And this does actually come with a nice nylon strap as well in the package, so you can change it to that. Very nice silvery grey nylon, feels great. But personally, this bracelet is so well done, I do prefer it on this. I think it looks great. Looks very classy on the bracelet. And you've got this really attractive grey, dark grey sunburst dial. and the markers are applied onto that dial. Got a nice applied logo above the Certina wording, and then the DS-2 is sort of, if you like, an embossed silver onto the dial. I like the way the Powermatic is in that cursive font, just gives it that bit of vintage vibe. And then the date windows framed. It's quite interesting the way they've done the date windows. The tonneau shape of the watch is repeated in the date window frame. Quite a clever touch. Now the crown is quite small. It's a screw down crown, but it's short thread, doesn't take much to unscrew it. Really great pop. Very smooth action. And then date change. Nice positive movement. All feels very good, really tight and well engineered. This watch does really catch the light nicely. The combination of the silver markers on that grey dial looks really good. It's quite a simple dial, and you've got the bezel does have quite a lot of markings, which goes well with this simple dial. It just has a really, really high quality feel about it, this watch. Okay, I'll put that on the wrist now and show you how that looks. Yeah, as you'd expect, that really is really comfortable. Being a slim, light watch, it feels great. Short lugs, so compact. Just sits perfectly. Very slim profile. You know, this is one of those dive watches that makes a superb dress watch as well. Now I forgot to mention, this does have a 200-metre water resistance rating as well, which is really impressive for a watch that's so slim. Really ticks all the boxes, this one. Okay, I'm going to zoom in onto that dial now and have a look at that in closer detail. There you can see that DS-2 in silver on the dial. Love the way they've done that. It's quite a good contrast. It's a kind of futuristic look compared to the very traditional font style of the wording Powermatic right underneath it. But it actually works. Love that. Little tiny details like that just look great on a watch like this. I love the markers there. Really well finished as well. Perfectly crisp, flawless edges. And the handset, again, flawless. I love this diamond tip shape to that second hand. And the wording Certina, really crisp, sharp finish to that printing. And again, that little silvery embossing of that swirly round logo above it. Looks great. I do like this style of handset where it's just squared off at the end. That's a bit more common of the vintage style dive watches as well. There you can see the signed crown. That brushing on the side. Again, flawless. And I love that combination with that and the highly polished tops of the lugs. Same with the bracelet. Great contrast there. Right, well that just about wraps it up for this one. That is the gorgeous Certina DS-2 Turning Bezel vintage style dive watch inspired from the 1960s collection. And it is a really fantastic piece from Certina. I do hope you enjoyed looking at this one. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.